Let's focus here, shall we? Good. That's good. And you are witnessing a new channel being born. This video is gonna be a spill of the soul, if I could say so myself. My name is Anna, and I'm a young mom of 4 little kids. I'm 28, and my kids are 8 and under. As long as I can remember myself, there is only one thing that I could make me, if that makes sense. Not me as a mom, not me as a wife, not me as a daughter or friend, just me as me, and it is creating visual things. I have done so many things in my life, and no matter what I do, I noticed that I would always go back to this thing, and it would take different shapes and form, but it's always producing something visual, which sometimes I would try to suppress it, but we'll get to that later. I think it might be genetics because my parents are in this field and they would involve me in that process. And as I was growing up, I used to like model for them and then later on like take pictures. Even when I was in elementary school, I remember vividly. Photoshop wasn't really a thing at all back then, but I had it. I had a desktop and I had Photoshop. So I would get pictures from my classmates and then put them in like little silly frames and then print them out and sell those. That was a big thing. I remember I would make some money. And then as I was growing up, that kind of developed. I would even shoot weddings with my parents when I was like 13 years old, which I feel so bad for those brides. I am so sorry. But what I'm trying to say, I'm 28. For the whole life, as long as I can remember, like that has been my passion. And then I went on having kids, and that kind of consumed my life. And then I started, like, I would say, develop like the inner critic in me that would say, this is not a sustainable career. This is too competitive. You cannot really go on doing this. And this is true. You can enter this field like with your phone. It's simple, so it makes sense that the competition is too big. So then at some point several years ago, I was like, okay, it's still something I want to do, but how can I level it up so it's not as competitive? That's when I started learning CGI and I loved it. Oh my God. I got completely consumed by CGI and learning Houdini. This is the program for like creating these visual effects. And it was super technical, which I didn't mind because that meant there's lower competition. Like I just felt such a big passion towards that. And then I had my 4th child, which it wouldn't be a problem if not for AI, because by this time, basically, like things that I was trying to learn 2 years ago that were so difficult and it would take hours to make, like, I don't know, water simulation. Like when you see in movies, water made with CGI, you know how much computing power and how much skills it takes to create water. And now AI can do it in minutes, and that hit everybody, but me also hard. And I felt lost and confused because I kind of had plans for that. And I was just bummed. And even the industry leaders, they also admitted that the industry is kind of dying, which is super sad. And I had a bit of existential confusion. What am I doing? Because this is the only thing that I knew I needed to pivot, but where exactly, I'm not sure. I'm still not sure, but what I know for 100% is that I just feel alive when I create visual things, be it videos or imagery, I don't know, graphic design. I'm just in love with the process. I love to learn about it, and it sparks me, okay? And when a mom is passionate, everything flows. So for right now, I'm just gonna follow that, because if I don't, I think I'm gonna regret it. So I'm gonna make the most out of these mundane things with the kids, because my kids are little right now. And I'm just gonna film it, and I'm gonna edit them, and I'm gonna kind of like channel that passion and combine it with the mundane or hard things I have to do, which is taking care of the kids. Which it's nice, but let's be real, it gets a bit mundane sometimes. And I need to fulfill my inner child too before I can take care of my actual children. And motherhood is something I do good. And I truly believe motherhood is beautiful. And I am kind of sick of seeing a lot of like negative light on the motherhood online, because it is hard already. And I know it can be used for justification of your pain, but I want to show you that you can transform your mindset or your routine or your lifestyle to make it good, to make it fun and enjoyable. And this is my mission. This is what I want to do. This is what I can do. Because anytime anyone asks me about like, how do you do it for kids, I get excited. I want to teach you, like, you don't have to suffer. It's fun. You can make it fun. And there are ways to make it good. And so if that's something up your alley, and if you're curious to know how you can make motherhood fun, or if you just want to follow me for entertainment, I would really advise you can stick around, and I would be super happy to have you here.